Greetings, everyone. I'm travel writer Donny, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. I'm going to be one of your hosts today for this online tour. Right now, we are at the top of snowy Mount Haguro, and right in front of Dewa Sanzan Shrine. This is one of my favorite shrines in all of Japan, so I'm really excited to be able to introduce this to you. For those of you who don't necessarily know your geography that well about in Japan, the Dewa Sanzan Shrine is located on top of Mount Haguro, which is located in Yamagata Prefecture, city of Tsuruoka, in Bandai-Asahi National Park. Today, I'll be joined by my co-host, the ever-entertaining Ryotaro. Currently, he is down in Ehime Prefecture on the island of Shikoku, and will be cycling along the Shimanami Kaido, so be sure to stay till the end. Right now, though, we want to show you a quick video that's a bit of a teaser about what we're going to cover in today's online tour, so please roll the video.
Introduce you to the points of this online tour. First, we'll go live to Dewa Sanzan, the three sacred mountains of Dewa, Yamagata Prefecture. Learn about the cultural background of Dewa Sanzan through the pilgrimage trail to the sacred peaks. Next, cycling along the coastline of Shimanami Kaido, Ehime Prefecture. You'll be enjoying cycling along the beautiful coastline. Finally, back in Yamagata, enjoy the world of Shojin-ryori, vegetarian ascetic cuisine, and learn their food traditions. Experience Japanese adventure travel through nature, historical culture, and activities in Yamagata and Ehime on this online tour. There will be quizzes during the tour to win an Amazon gift card, so don't miss the end. Now, let me show you how to get there from major cities in Japan. Yamagata Prefecture is located northeast of Tokyo, surrounded by the mountains and with the Mogami River flowing through the center. It's a land blessed with beautiful nature. In winter, you can enjoy snowy scenery. The Dewa Sanzan Shrine we visited is located in Tsuruoka City in Yamagata Prefecture, and to get there, we recommend using Shona Airport from Tokyo. It takes about 1 hour by plane. To get to Dewa Sanzan Shrine from Shona Airport, take the airport limousine bus to Tsuruoka Station and transfer to the Shonai Kotsu bus bound for Haguro Summit for about 2 hours by car. It takes about 40 minutes. Ehime Prefecture is located the southwest of Tokyo and faces Seto Inland Sea. It has mild climate and one of the best places for outdoor activities. There are also two ways to get to Ehime from Tokyo. If you use plane, it takes about 1 hour and 35 minutes from Tokyo to Matsuyama Airport. From Osaka, it takes about 15 minutes by plane. The area where Ryotaro is cycling is close to Imabari Station, which is about 50 minutes from Matsuyama Airport by bus and train.
All right, did you enjoy the video, everyone? As you can see, there's a ton of snow up here, and maybe it's a little bit loud. We have a snowplow in the background, but we have moved over to Dewa Sanzan Shrine's Sanshunen. We're going to go inside now because it's getting a little bit cold out here. So as we go inside, I'd like to quickly introduce you to a little bit about this shrine. It's one of my favorites in all of Japan, and it's quite historic. As you wander around the grounds, you can really feel the sense of spirituality here. So definitely, if you're ever in Yamagata Prefecture, I suggest you come in here. We're going to go inside, and it's quite icy out, so you have to be careful not to slip.
Oh,
Right now, we are still in the midst of a pandemic, so whenever you enter a building in Japan, this is both at shrines and other places as well, you'll often find that there'll be alcohol disinfectant, so you can disinfect your hands, and then sometimes there's even a temperature check. So let's see, I'm all good. Seeing as it's currently January right now, I want to take a second to introduce you to a Japanese concept of Hatsumode. You can basically think of it as your first shrine visit of the year, but a lot of people like to do it either on New Year's or immediately after. So some people like to go to the local shrines, but other people like to go to popular shrines like Dewa Sanzan shrine. So if you ever come here for Hatsumode, you should expect a lot of people. Now, today we have a very special guest, Mr. Yoshizumi, or Yoshizumi-san. We're going to be interviewing him in a little bit, but I'd like to go and introduce you to him now. So we're going to enter into the shrine, and I'll introduce you to Yoshizumi-san. おはようございます。
おはようございます。
申します。
はい、おはようございます。
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いいたします。
So this is Yoshizumi-san. He is 簡単に自己紹介をお願いできますか？
はい。私、出羽三山神社の吉住と申します。よろしくお願いいたします。
So he is basically, you could think of him as one of the higher ranking officials here. He's also an official spokesperson for Dewa Sanzan Shrine, and he's also a mountain ascetic at Yamaguchi himself as well. Could you please tell us a little bit about Dewa Sanzan Shrine? Dewa Sanzan 神社について簡単に説明できますか？
はい。出羽三山神社は1400年以上の歴史を有する神社で、皇室が開かれた神社、また、資源のお山として、今もあります。
So Dewa Sanzan Shrine is a shrine with 1,500 years of history or even more, and it's often used as a place for mountain ascetic training and has lots of connection with the local Yamaguchi culture. The Dewa Sanzan Mountains, three of them, Mount Haguro, Mount Gassan, and Mount Yudono, are very famous in Japan for their so-called pilgrimage of rebirth. So we prepared the following video for you so you can get to learn a little bit more about this. So please roll the video.
Let's learn together about the journey of rebirth. Dewa Sanzan has long been worshipped by Holy Mountain. Dewa Sanzan is the collective name for Mount Haguro, Mount Gassan, and Mount Yudono, which stand in the center of Yamagata prefecture. By regarding Mount Haguro as the mountain to pray for happiness in this life, the present, Mount Gassan as the mountain where we pray for peace and rebirth after death, the past, and Mount Yudono as the mountain to pray for the reincarnation, the future. This pilgrimage, in which pilgrims could be reborn as new souls while still alive, spread amongst the common people in Edo period as the journey of rebirth through the present, past, and future. With the support of the local people, the pilgrimage has continued to preserve Japan's ancient belief connecting the nature and faith in the mountains. Now, let's take a look at the fascinating features of each mountain.
Here lies Mount Haguro. The stunning line of cedar trees and the stone staircase have been awarded 3 stars in the Michelin Green Guide France. What attracts me to this place is that it's not like the image of Japan you see on television. I feel that this place is a true representation of Japan. The Three Mountains of Dewa are a miraculous place where practitioners of Shugendo train body and soul amongst the mountains that pass down a long-forgotten Japan. The spirits of the dead ascend Mount Gassan on their way back to heaven. This mountain has been worshipped as a sacred place since long, long ago. Mount Yudono is where you encounter your future self and are reborn. On Mount Yudono, bountiful hot water springs out from the forest. The object of worship has never been filmed, nor will it ever be, as it is guarded as the most sacred place. People come to pray to the Three Mountains of Dewa. From all over the world have the chance to visit these sacred mountains.
Welcome back, everyone. Did you enjoy the video about the pilgrimage of rebirth? Since we have Yoshizumi-san here, we're going to take a few minutes to ask him a few questions. So first, I'd like to ask him about why this area is so famous for its so-called pilgrimage of rebirth. 生まれ変わりの10年について、ちょっと説明してほしいんですけれども、なぜそうになったんでしょうか？
この山は、出羽三山の修験道っていうのは、生まれ変わるっていうことが根本的に仏教とか、神道とか、 いろんな宗教がこうミックスされて、まあそういう風になったわけですけども、やっぱり我々は現在だけではなくて死後の世界もあって、また生まれ変わることができるんだということで、人間はまたそれに希望を持って、未来に希望を持って生きられると。そういった、まあ、信仰が強いわけですね。
So the Dewa Sanzan Mountains are really famous for this so-called pilgrimage of rebirth. Basically, there's three mountains. There's Mount Haguro, which represents life and the present. There's Mount Gasan, which represents the afterlife and death. And then there's Mount Yudono, which represents the future and rebirth. So basically, there's been this concept of this pilgrimage here that's been very rooted in what we'll get into in a few minutes, called Shugendo. But yeah, that's basically where all that comes from. Let's also ask him if there's anything else that we should know about the Dewa Sanzan. Dewa Sanzan について他の知るべきなことあればぜひ教えてください。
はい。このデワ三山、それぞれ役割がありまして、羽黒山はこの我々今生きている現在のご利益を、また合山は亡くなってから死後の世界の安楽を約束する山。そして湯殿山はまたそれによって来世、生まれ変わりを約束する山として知られているものですから、我々はそれをすべてお参りをして、まあ現在だけではなくて、満願成就すると、そんなふうに言われています。
はい。So, like I just explained, these three mountains each represent different things, and they play a different role in the pilgrimage of so-called rebirth. So, by coming here and doing a journey across all three of the peaks, you can have you can be spiritually reborn and kind of come out a new person, spiritually speaking. Since we're at a shrine, and some of you at home watching may not necessarily know how to visit a shrine, I'd like to quickly take a few seconds to ask him to explain to all of you what you should do when visiting a shrine, what you should keep in mind when on shrine grounds. では、神社行くとき、なんかもう特に気にするべきことあれば教えてほしいんですけれども。
まず、鳥居の前で一礼するということと、中に入る前に、本来はこう、手水といってお清めなんですね。まあ、本来、みそぎって水をかぶったり、みそぎをするんですけども、まあ、簡易的なものでこうやった手水というものがありますので、まず手水を取って、心と体を清めてから神様の前に出ていただく。
So what he was just explaining is when you go to a Shinto shrine ground, it's considered sacred territory. So as soon as you come to the first torii or the archway, you're going to want to do one bow before entering. Then before you go in and pray at the altar, you're going to want to go and then use something like this to purify your body. So since we're going to go over to the main hall after this, I'm going to go and purify my body first, and then we're going to go over and pray to the deities enshrined at Dewa Sanzan Shrine. So if you don't necessarily know how to do this, I'll quickly explain the process. So usually there'll be a ladle. Sometimes there's not one right now because of the pandemic, but usually there'll be a ladle. So you want to take it with your left hand. You want to first wash your left hand, pass the ladle over, wash this hand, pass it back, put a little water in your hand, put it in your mouth, and then rinse off the ladle and place it back neatly. So that's basically how you're going to want to go and purify your body before going to a shrine. And now Yoshizumi-san is going to lead me over to the main shrine. There's a few minute walk, maybe a minute or so at tops. So while we walk over, I'm going to take a look at some of the comments. Any of you guys have a comment, feel free to leave it down here, and we are going to walk over to the main shrine building. Are you guys enjoying this place? Is it something you'd like to go and see? Let me know if this is someplace you'd like to go. If you have any questions, I can ask Yoshizumi-san for you. I'm currently in a ritual right now in the main hall, so if you hear anything in the background, that's what that is. So we're going to quickly pause before we go in, and I'm going to ask Yoshizumi-san to explain to you all how to pray at a shrine. So could you please quickly explain to everyone watching at home how to pray at a Shinto shrine? お参りするとき、やり方を教えていただければ幸いです。
はじめに2回頭を下げて、で2拍手、2拍手ですね。では最後に頭をもう一度下げて、まあ、 神様に、御礼をするということと、お願いをするということを行っていただきます。
So it's quite simple once you remember how to do it. Basically, you want to go in and there'll be a coin offertory box. And first you want to go and throw in a 5 yen, a 10 yen coin. Thereafter, you're going to want to bow twice, making sure the second one is deeper than the first. Then you're going to want to clap twice. And then basically you're going to convey your wish to the deity enshrined there. And then thereafter, you're going to want to bow once again deeply. And so that's basically the process. So we're going to go in now into the main shrine and do that. So shall we go in?
では、どうぞ。
So presently they're in the middle of a morning ritual, but I quickly want to take a second to explain to you guys why Dewa Sanzan Shrine is so important. So basically, here at Dewa Sanzan Shrine, you can pay respects to all 3 deities enshrined on each of the 3 Dewa Sanzan mountains. Normally you would go to each of the different mountains, but because it's winter right now, you can only go to this one. This area has been very sacred for centuries and centuries due to its deep connection with what's called Shugendo. You can think of it as a syncretic mix between Shintoism and Buddhism. And adherents of Shugendo called Yamabushi have long come to these mountains and they've trained here and tried to seek spiritual perfection. So definitely if you're ever in the area and looking to have a real authentic experience, I suggest you try training as a Yamabushi. Now we're going to make our way over to the offertory box and we're going to pay our respects to the deity of Shrine, Dewa Sanzan Shrine.
後ろから。
Coin. So there's a lot of people here, so we're going to quickly step to the side and not disturb everyone. This building is so historic and so pretty. There's lots of really beautiful wood carvings up there. この建物いつできたんですか？
これは1818年。今から200年以上前ですかね。
So this building was made hundreds of years ago. Wow. It's amazing that it still survives intact in this snowy mountaintop. So we're going to move forward, but I would like to let Yoshizumi-san get back to what he has to do at the shrine. So, 今日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
So, as mentioned earlier, and as you saw outside, it's the middle of winter right now, which means that all of Mount Haguro is blanketed in snow. It's quite picturesque, and I really enjoy the scenery, but you really can't enjoy much of what the mountain has to offer in winter. So I really suggest you come in summer. There's particularly down the base of the mountain, they've had story to go to. It's amazingly, so picturesque. It'll blow your mind away. So definitely come during the summer. Winter is great too for the scenery, but summer is when you can most experience what this amazing place has to offer. So we prepared the following video for you, just so you can get a sense of what it looks like during summer. So please roll the video.
This pilgrimage to Dewa Sanzan Shrine was featured in Adventure Travel World Summit as a coast-to-coast pilgrimage. Walk, savor, connect as a route to explore the Tohoku area. While the snowy winter makes it difficult to visit, check out how you can enjoy the area in summer. The recommended route is a pilgrimage that allows visitors to enjoy the beauty of nature, culture, and the food in the coastal and mountainous area of Miyagi and Yamagata in the Tohoku area. Visitors can enjoy the bright green of summer leaves by touring 3 pilgrimage routes: the Dewa Sanzan, the Michinoku Kaido, and the Oku no Hosomichi, which was walked by the Edo period haiku poet Matsuo Basho. Walk in nature, enjoy local delicacies, and discover the people and culture residing in the Tohoku area. I also recommend that you include the Dewa Sanzan Shrine, where I am now, in your route as part of the experience of climbing the 2,446 steps to the top of the mountain. Let's take a look at the video.
So what do you guys think? Is Mount Haguro someplace you would like to check out during the months of summer? It's really picturesque. Now, we'd like to move on to a little bit of a fun interactive section of today's online tour. We're going to do a bit of quizzes. So for the first question, I'm going to ask you something, but before we get into that, I want to quickly go over the rules of today's quiz. First of all questions are going to be multiple choice, A, B, C. Really easy. All you have to do is put your comment down in the comment section of the Facebook Live. For those of you watching over on YouTube, you're going to have to go over to Facebook if you want to participate, but there's a link down in the video description. Just click that to go right over to the Facebook page. Also, we will be giving away a $70 gift card on Amazon to one or lucky winners who get the answer right. So basically, go over to Facebook and put your comment down in the section, and we'll be choosing someone at random, and one of the staff will get in touch with you after this live session is over. So, are you ready? Here is the first question. How many steps are there from the base of Mount Haguro to the top where Dewa Sanzan Shrine is located? A, 1,500. B, 2,500. C, 3,500. And for those of you who are listening really closely at home, this is speaking approximately. Let's see. How are you guys doing? Okay, I see a B. I see a B. Got like 10, 15 seconds to put your answers down there. Throw your answers down in the comments. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Last chance for questions. And gonna call it. The correct answer is B, 2,500. Actually, it's 2,446. And fun fact, I did them, 3 times in one day? Once when I was doing Yamabushi training, or mountain ascetic training on Mount Haguro. So you can imagine my legs really burnt. Now that we finished the question, I want to pass it over to my co-host, Ryotaro, who should be currently cycling down in the Ehime prefecture. Ryotaro, can you hear me? How's it going down there?
Yes, I do. How are you doing?
Doing well. I'm up in Dewa Sanzan Shrine right now, and it's
Good.
blanketed in snow outside, and it's also snowing this morning as well.
Yes.
So why don't you
Now,
take everyone on Shimanami Kaido with you and introduce where you are down there?
Sure. Right now, I'm in Ehime Prefecture, Shimanami Kaido. So Shimanami Kaido is the little trail between the 70-meter trail between Hiroshima and also Ehime. Right now, I'm in Ehime. It is the southern part of Japan. And so, as you can see, I've been just biking a little bit today, so I've been a little bit sweating as well. But here in Shimanami Kaido, you can actually rent a bike, and then, so you don't have to bring your own here and there. So you can just enjoy cycling without any hassle. So Shimanami Kaido is a cycling route. Shimanami Kaido is a cycling route that between Onomichi City in Hiroshima and Imabari City in Ehime Prefecture. So it's 70 kilometers ride between these two cities, and with a prefecture that allows the cyclists to fully enjoy the cycles in Seto Inland Sea. This cycling road is very, very famous, as this is the first Japanese cycling path that crosses the straits. And Shimanami Kaido is also is the part of the Shimanami the Seto National Park, which is centered in the Seto Inland Sea, and offers the the island the seascape that consists of the islands and the various sizes. So, take a look at the view right behind me. There are many islands right there. Look at that. So this is the kind of view that you get when you cycle along Shimanami Kaido. So right now, I guess I'll let you get you into the mood for the cycling. So I'll change the camera right now, and I'll show you how it's like to actually cycle on Shimanami Kaido.
Okay, just wait a second. Okay, let's have our staff to change your camera and everything. Okay, so how's that going? Is that good? Is that good? All right. Okay, let's change your camera. Okay, so now while the staff is changing the camera, I'd like to show you that this road is exclusive for cyclists. So you don't really have to be careful about cars coming in, especially on this one. Are you ready, guys? Okay, so let's go. So here on the Seto, this Shimanami Kaido, there are many islands in between. So what you can do is, it's 70 kilometers, it's quite long. So what you can do is you can go on one run, that's okay. But also you can stop by at these islands, the small islands. They've got like many guest houses, hotels that you can stay at. And what is so nice about these guest houses, they're all cyclist friendly. Many guest houses have the hook for the bikes that you can hook in the room, so you don't really have to worry about the precious bike stolen, right? And also there are many restaurants that you can enjoy the local delicacies, especially this area is really famous for it's fish, the sea bream. Sea bream sashimi is something that I'm favorite of, and also the fruit called mikan. It's a kind of citrus fruit like a mandarin. It's an Ehime specialty. What's so funny about this mikan is that the Ehime is so proud of it. That's what they did was at the airport, the Matsuyama airport. It's the closest airport from where I'm right now. This is in Imabari City. At the airport, they've got this it's a tap, like a water tap, and at the airport. And when you actually open the tap, the mikan juice comes out, and you can just drink it out of the tap. Isn't it amazing? So so there are like many stuff that you can do in the Ehime side, and also on the Onomichi, the Hiroshima side. And today I'm actually riding a bike in the place called Omishima. The Shima is the island, so I'm on the island right now. And I'm cycling towards my final destination. It's called the Monument of Sacred Land for Cyclists. Isn't that a nice name? It's like a kind of amazing name. I thought it was. So I'm cycling towards it. So I've done almost 90% of it already. But so I just like to show you what it's like, what it looks like to be at the monument. Okay, so okay, I'm okay. Well, so I don't know if you can see the Seto Inland Sea right there. It's really beautiful. Today it's a little bit cloudy, but it's still beautiful. So I just thought how it would be on a sunny day. It should be even more beautiful if you come here on a sunny day. Okay, so I think we're just gonna stop by and let's talk a little bit about I'll show you actually a little bit about the Shimanami Kaido and the Seto Inland Sea. Okay, just stop a little bit here. Okay, my crew is following me, just helping me out with the scenery. Okay. So what do you think of the ride? I mean, was it it was just a short ride, and I hope you but I hope you got a little bit of a feeling of what it's like to ride on a Shimanami Kaido. So now I'd like to show you a video that summarizes the appeal of the Shimanami Kaido. Okay, so are you ready for it? Okay. So let's play the video.
The Shimanami Kaido is said to be Japan's most famous cycling highway, but why do people call it like that? Let's find out why. To begin with, what is the Shimanami Kaido? That Seto Shimanami Kaido is comprised of beautiful islands and bridges that connect them. The 60 kilometers long road connecting Onomi City, Hiroshima Prefecture, and Imabari City, Ehime Prefecture, offers a great view of the islands in the Seto Inland Sea. The cycling road was the first bicycle path in Japan to cross the straits. Each of the 6 islands, Mukaishima, Inoshima, Ikuchijima, Omishima, Hakatajima, and Oshima, has its own attraction. So by taking breaks and stopping at each island, you can encounter the charm of each island, its delicious food, and the people who live on the islands. One of the reasons it's considered Japan's most famous cycling highway is the abundance of cycling routes. For those who don't have time to visit or cross all the islands, we recommend a one-day touring tour where you can ride your bicycle across 2 or 3 islands. There are many suggested courses, so you can choose the route that best suits your level of experience. I toured the Tatara Bridge. The cycling course has a blue line drawn on the left side of the roadways, indicating the recommended route. The distance to destinations such as Onomichi and Imabari are marked, so you can see the remaining distance that you need to ride. Maps and signs are provided at the junctions, so you can enjoy cycling without getting lost. Check out some of the best spots in the Ehime Imabari area.
Okay, now let's call Donny. Donny, how are you doing out there?
Hey, how's it going, Ryotaro? Just watching your video. That looks so amazing. I actually haven't done the Shimanami Kaido yet, but I'm going to be doing it in a few weeks, I think. So how is it right now?
Oh, few weeks. Oh, it's great. I saw you refreshing out here. This is the first time actually I came to the Shimanami Kaido and the road on a bike. And it's an amazing experience that you'll be loving it, definitely for sure. So what do you think of the ride that I did?
It was awesome. I'm looking forward to doing it.
Excellent. And also, I loved your video, and also I loved your experience in Haguro-san. Which actually I did. I knew the answer of 2,500 steps already because I did that. I did the mountains already, and I heard you did it too.
Yes, I have.
What do you think? I mean, wasn't it really hard, or was it like what kind of experience was it you felt?
Actually, the hardest part was what I'm doing right now, doing seiza for long periods of time. I'm not very flexible.
That is true. So the Gasan was about what 2,000 meters high, right? And was it really hard? I mean, it was hard for me a little bit though.
Yeah, Gasan's the hard one. The other ones are relatively easy, but Gasan's the hard one. How does it compare to the Shimanami Kaido?
You're going to the waterfall? Oh yeah, okay. Well, Shimanami Kaido is
Yes,
like
I do,
well,
of
it's
course.
70 kilometers, so it's quite long. Yeah, 70 kilometers. It's quite long distance. But as I was told when I was riding on the bike, that it's not. You can go in one run, but you can also stay at the stop at the little islands, and then enjoy the local food, and like maybe you can actually stay overnight too. And what was so nice was it was a little bit cloudy last night, but I imagine like on a sunny day at night, it should be like lots of stars. And we should have like a really nice stars in the night, but that's for sure.
Great. What's the weather like now today? It's super rainy, right? Or is
Yeah.
it cloudy?
What it was rainy last night, so like, we were a little bit worried what would go on with the film and the with the live streaming today. But fortunately, the rain stopped. It's a little bit cloudy, but I can still see the islands and everything. It's still like amazing scenery. So now I need to go back on the bike, and while I'm biking, I'd like to show you the second video that summarizes some other appeals of Shimanami Kaido. So, okay, are you ready? Are you guys ready? Donny ready? Okay, so now play the video.
Yep, I'm ready.
Cyclist-friendly services and facilities are one of the attractions of cycling along the Shimanami Kaido. In addition to cross bikes and city bikes, bicycles with electric assistance and two-seater bicycles can be rented at the bike rental locations. Choose the bike that suits you the best. I rented a bike from Waka, which is a comprehensive cycling facility this time. If you want to take a rest during cycling, you can use the Cycle Oasis. This is the local guest houses or coffee shops that provide places for cyclists to rest and relax. Many cyclists use this place as a place to interact with local residents. You're welcome to stop by and take a break and use the benches, the restrooms, or get some water. There are also cyclist-friendly accommodations such as Shimanami Bicycle Travel Accommodations. The accommodations provide a safe and secure storage environment for bicycles, as well as delivery service to pick up bicycles and tools for maintenance, etc. It's nice to see local initiatives that support the wishes of cyclists.
Cycling is the best way to enjoy Seto Inland Sea. Especially the Shimanami Kaido is very famous of their island hopping. You will enjoy the scenery of bridges, island, sea, and also mountains. Then I'm sure you will enjoy this cycling. And also you can find good cafe and restaurants. We provide a service called cycling support, which is including the taxi. And the taxi can bring, of course, passenger with many bikes. Here in Shimanami Kaido, which has the 70 kilos distance, there are many travelers that they need taxi. And also transportations for like suitcases or just bicycles. And also we have the on-site repair service and bike return service, which you will need when you rent bikes. So we support everything around cycling in Shimanami Kaido. Shimanami Kaido people really welcome the cyclists, and then local people are very enjoying the conversation with the cyclists from outside, and of course from the abroad. It's really good opportunity for them to enjoy. So please come to Shimanami Kaido. I'm sure you will enjoy that.
Welcome back to Yamagata, everyone. We're now over in what's called Saikan. So that you can think of Saikan as basically a pilgrim lodging that is somewhat connected but independent from Dewa Sanzan Shrine. It's connected by a tunnel, but it's its own place. You can stay here if you're looking to do some sort of pilgrimage, but also they are just a normal restaurant. So today we're going to be having what's called the Shojin-ryori, and you can think of this as aesthetic, traditional vegetarian cuisine. It's quite popular during, some families like to make it during the Obon period, but this area of Japan, Tsuruoka City specifically, makes some really amazing Shojin-ryori. It's actually considered a UNESCO creative city of gastronomy. So they have some of the best food in all of Japan, to be honest. But now we're going to try some Shojin-ryori here over at Saikan. So, so now they're going to bring over the food. I had this after doing training as a Yamabushi 3 years ago. And it was one of the best meals I've ever had. I'm really looking forward to having it again. If I remember correctly, The goma tofu is one of my favorites. So you can see this here. This is one of my favorites. The texture is really nice. And also one other rarity is what's called kiku no hana, or this is chrysanthemum flower. Normally you can't eat during winter, but if you kind of hang it up to dry out, you can kind of make some sort of pickled flower. So I'm going to kind of enjoy some of this. And I bet Ryotaro back over on the Shimanami Kaido would love to have some of this because I'm sure he's working up an appetite. But I'm going to start with the goma tofu. Let me take off my mask. Do you guys like to start with your favorite thing, or do you like to save it for last? I like to do a little bit of both. I like to start with a bite of my favorite and then move on to the other dishes. So good. It's so good. As you can see, you'll get a bunch of different types of things to try. So as I mentioned, this over here is the chrysanthemum flower. So it's kind of dried out and pickled. Normally you can't eat it during winter, but here they prepare it specially at Saikan, so it's quite good. This is just what you need to power up a mountain like Mount Haguro or to cycle across the Shimanami Kaido. It's really good. Let us know down in the comments if you've ever had it or experienced Shojin-ryori before. We're going to connect with Ryotaro, who I'm sure is also quite hungry. And I'm going to brag about my wonderful Shojin-ryori to him. Ryotaro-san, can you hear me?
Just what you need.
One sec, we're just connecting to him. I'm sure he's trying to get his bicycle to a safe place. He is cycling along a extremely long route that runs all the way from Ehime prefecture. So give us 1 second while we connect with him. If you have any questions while we're waiting, feel free to just drop them down in the comments and I'll take a look. Guess while we're waiting, we look at some of the other dishes. This looks like some sort of eggplant. All these vegetables are taken directly from the mountains here up on Haguro and the other mountains. All super fresh.
Okay.
There he is.
Hey,
hello,
this is okay. So I just arrived the Tatara Shimanami Park. So this is I'm almost at the destination. My destination is like I told you, the monument of sacred land for cyclists. And so right now I'm almost there. Okay, so this is it. This is the monument. This is the monument. So if you this Tatara Shimanami Park is the excellent location for as the viewpoint. Look at that, the bridge right behind me, and also the islands of Seto Inland Sea. So right now this is this Tatara Shimanami Park is also the great place for stop by, as it's got the restaurants and also some like coffee shops inside, so you can just a nice place to take a break. And so many actually cyclists, actually almost all cyclists who ride bikes on the Shimanami Kaido actually stop by here. And this is actually a great photo spot as well, with these the great view in the background. So now, as I got to the final destination, it's now time for the quiz. So let me just read it out for you. Okay, so the quiz can be answered from the chat section on the Facebook. So if you're watching this from the YouTube and would like to join the quiz, please visit the Facebook page. And the link is on the summary page. So let's go to the question. Here is the question. The question is, the Shimanami Kaido is a cycling road that connects Ehime Prefecture and where? A, Tokyo, B, Kyoto, and C, Hiroshima. Did you know the answer? I think I said the answer a while ago, if you can recall it. So okay, right. So I'm seeing a lot of comments coming in. Okay. I think you all know the answer. I think you got a good memory out there. So so we are getting so many answers. But the two people, the person who win the prize will be contacted by our staff. So let's look forward from hearing from them. So the answer is C, Hiroshima. So again, this Shimanami Kaido is connecting between where I am right now, Imabari City in Ehime Prefecture and Onomichi City in Hiroshima Prefecture. All right, so that is all from Ehime Prefecture. And so let's call Donny. Donny.
Hey, Ryotaro-san, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
You must have worked up quite the appetites by cycling along the Shimanami Kaido. I wish I could share some of my Shojin-ryori with you.
Yeah,
There's so much of it.
Yeah, that is true. That is so true. That's true. So right now, I think actually it's now this is coming to the end of this the video right now, but I think it's for us the time to go. But for people who are watching this video, still have a chance to win the prize besides the quiz that we did by filling out the survey. And so for those of you who like to win the prize, just to make sure that follow the link that will just be posted on the comment section that you can access from, or we can access from the website. So we hope that all you participate into this to win the prize, the second prize that we are giving. So now it's time to go from Donny.
Yeah, so I hope you had good time down in the Shimanami Kaido. Like I said, that's one of the areas that I'm really looking forward to doing. I over here was also really thrilled to be able to come back to Mount Haguro and experience one of my favorite parts in Japan. I really hope that you guys, if you're ever in Japan, come by here because it's really an amazing part of the country. So over to you, Ryotaro.
Yes. So like Donny said, obviously, look at myself. I'm wearing just a little shirt, and it's quite warm out here. And Donny out there in Yamagata is quite cold with the snowy weather. So that actually shows the very different kind of attractions with the different climates and so. So we are hoping. Both hoping that you all come to visit these two places altogether sometime when you visit Japan. So I guess it's coming to the end. So I hope we can see each other again. I'll see you again in the future. Okay, bye for now. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye everyone. Thanks for joining. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Be careful.